Hey, when we were at Tim's house the other night, did you see all those pictures he had hanging up?
Yeah, I did. Those really surprised me because they weren't there the last time we were there.
Yeah, you're right. That must have really been a walk down memory lane because you were in a lot of those pictures.
Yeah, it was.
You know, there's this one that's sticking out in my mind where you have all this paint on your face.
Oh, no, that wasn't paint. That was colored powder. That that actually was taken during a festival that Tim and I participated in when we were in Kathmandu. It's called Holi. It's just a water and colored powder festival.
Oh, nice. Oh, I loved Kathmandu.
Yeah. Oh God, I love Kathmandu. You know, when I arrived in Kathmandu, it was just such an assault on my senses in a positive way, in a good way.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's so many things about it once you get there that just stay in your mind, like the sounds, the smell, the people. My gosh,
Oh, yeah.
I had a ball when I was there, and I think I would just say hands down, Nepal must be one of my favorite places in the entire world. I mean, the people there just make you feel so at home. They're so accommodating, they're so friendly. I mean, they'll bend over backwards to do whatever they can for you.
Yeah, I totally agree. I love Nepal too.
You know, the other thing I loved was the mountains there. I mean, I don't think you can really speak of that country without speaking about the mountains.
Oh, yeah. Well, did you notice the one picture of Tim and I with the mountains in the background? When other people have looked at that picture of us,
Hmm.
they thought it was very surreal. They thought it was like a backdrop.
Yeah, I got the same response when I showed pictures to my aunt that I had taken when I was trekking. Speaking of which, that was one of the highlights of my entire trip to Nepal was trekking. I mean, um, I trekked in the Annapurna region and just had an amazing time. And I'll tell you, I would love to do that again. The trek was memorable not only because of all the beautiful scenery that I saw, but when I went on the trek, I went with a guide and a porter,
Yeah.
and the guide's name was Benet, and he had a master's degree in conflict resolution, specifically studying the Maoist struggle that was going on with the government. So
Oh,
it really,
interesting.
yeah, it really gave me a glimpse into, what was really going on.
Yeah.
So I really enjoyed that. And then the porter who was with us was this guy named DePace. And
Uh-huh.
oh my gosh, this guy was so funny. He was like in his early 20s, and he really liked to party, and he loved music, and he loved American music also,
Uh-huh.
or Western music, I should say. And he actually taught me how to sing a few Nepali songs. So yeah, so that was a lot of fun. And yeah, the entire time that I was on the trek, Benet was telling me about the Maoist, conflict that was going on. And then, sure enough, we actually saw some Maoists when we were trekking.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we went on this. We woke up this one morning and we went to this one hilltop known as Poon Hill,
Uh-huh.
and because we wanted to see the sunrise. So we woke up at like 5 in the morning. I mean, it was so early that it was still dark and you can see your breath as you were walking. So we got up there and had a great time watching the sunrise. The sights were beautiful. So then we were walking down from the hill because it was about a 45-minute walk back to the guest house.
Uh-huh.
There were some Maoists that were waiting at the bottom of the hill, and what they were waiting for from each tourist was a donation, as they called it. Basically, what they said was when you come into the country, you pay the Nepali government a visa fee. Well,
Uh-huh.
you know, they don't oversee this part of the country, we do, so it's like you're paying us a visa fee. So they actually
Oh.
give you a receipt, and then if you see Maoists anytime later on, you show them the receipt, and they just let you pass by.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So, after paying off the Maoists, we went down to eat breakfast at the guest house. And sure enough, there were a couple of Maoists there who were making sure that everyone had their receipt and that everyone had paid. So, yeah, I actually had one of the Maoists come down and sit and eat breakfast with me. he was like a public relations guy. He was telling me about the Maoist struggle, and so it was interesting to hear what he had to say. And I even got a shot of him and me together. So it was like kind of like proof that I had actually been interacting with the Maoists.